Hi, everyone. This is PJ Campacci, and welcome to Getting to Know You, sponsored by NJ Act. I have my good friend right now, Laura. Hi, Laura.
Hi,
Hi.
it's really good to be here.
I'm so glad to have you here. You're my second episode. My goal is to everyone to get to know each other throughout New Jersey and
Nice.
get communication going because the South doesn't see the North doesn't see the South, West, East, and all that fun stuff. So,
Right.
um, let me introduce Laura. Laura's one of my friends. We're going north this year. Last episode, we were in Cumberland. So this now we have North and Laura's representative. You want to say hi?
Hi.
Hi. Let's get to know you.
Okay.
Laura, you run your own theater, correct?
Yeah, I have my own theater company and I have a prop business as well.
That's really cool. Um, and one of your biggest shows ever was 1776 all female cast, correct?
Correct.
And
And I don't know if you know it, but we're doing it again.
where are you doing it at?
We are co-producing Off Book, which is the name of my company, Off Book Productions, has connected with Strollers and Maplewood at the Bergdorf Theater.
That's really cool. When does it go up?
It goes up in November. There's 2 weeks right in the middle, 12th, 13th, and 14th, and the 19th and 20th. We're just finishing up our brochures and our ticket information, and that's going to go out on Facebook and everywhere.
Awesome, awesome. Hopefully, I think we're gonna get this out in the beginning of November. So if anyone's watching this, go out see Laura 1776. It's
Great.
amazing. And
Yeah,
I'm not being biased or anything. I think it's great.
yeah.
Um,
It's going to be a lot of fun. A
and it's
lot
a,
of new cast members,
and
because
it's
we're all
all
over the place.
and it's all female
It's
take
all
on it.
female. This time we have a male musical director, though. He doesn't know what to do with us.
God bless him. What made you get into the all female 1776? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't mind you asking at all. So I'm an actor, and I just got into directing in the last 4 years. But throughout my community theater career, and when I was much younger, I was trying to make a career of it in New York, where I was going to acting school. But in community theater, what happens when you have a casting call for women, there are 60 or 70 women that show up for sometimes good parts, but not always, and it's very competitive. And we all go in and we do our thing and we try our best. And, a few people get picked. And then the next day, what you see on these audition notices was, we need men. Happens all the time. They just don't have enough men. So I decided that I'm going to back up just a little bit. So when I was younger, I used to sit in my room, play the cast album, sing every part, like all of us in theater have done. And I just love theater music, just love it. And so I had gone to 54 and Below in the city, and there was a stand-up version, all in black, just women singing a whole bunch of parts of 1776.
Ah.
And I left there with a friend of mine and I said, I would really like to do this, but I would like it costumed and staged. So the first one that we did was costumed and staged, but no dialogue. So we just did a stand-up concert version. And it expanded to what we have now is an abridged 90-minute. And we've done that a few times, different venues. We opened up in Hackensack 2 Decembers ago, and we sold out every performance.
Wow.
The reason why I decided to do women, and like I said before, there's just not enough parts for women. And it really is all about the music. I'm not really trying to make a gender statement or to squeeze anybody out. But if you talk to women in theater, we just want to sing this stuff. And so we do. That's what we do.
I think that's so great. I don't do musicals, and you said about guys. I always get voluntold.
Yeah.
Being in a
Yeah.
show, I'm like, I don't sing, but whatever.
Yeah.
Um, How did you get into theater?
My dad was a musician on Broadway. And when my parents were together, they got divorced when I was very young, but when they were together, we hardly saw him because he was always rehearsing. So when they got divorced and we would go see him, it was always at a show he was doing.
Oh,
So there I was seeing Fiddler on the Roof with Zero Mostel, Funny Thing on the Way to the Forum with Zero Mostel, Funny Girl with Barbara Streisand. I started out when I was 5 or 6 years old. And just fell in love with theater.
oh wow. And you're only 20 years old too, so
Yeah, so it's not that long a
not
career,
that long
you
ago.
know.
Yeah. And then I know last time we talked when I was over your house this summer, you said you might want to go down and find other theaters to do your show at or have your company work at, like in a black box type of thing. I don't know if
Yeah, so my company, we're nomads. We don't have a house. We don't have a theater house. So we have to go to other people's theaters. So that's why Strollers has been gracious, and then we're hooking up with them. And next summer, next summer, we're gonna Off Book is gonna be doing a cabaret up with Dover Little Theater.
oh wow.
So that's kind of what I'm doing. But right now I have the rights to Patsy Cline, and we were supposed to do it at Hackensack, and we still may be doing it at Hackensack, but I'm looking for a big house to do that in. And then we have a succession of plays and other things that we're working on. So we're just looking to travel a bit, and find another theater, that's willing to take us on.
That is awesome. If anyone's watching this, Laura's a great lady too. So you be lucky to work with her theater group. Just want to put that little plug out. Um, do you have an email that anyone wants to get in contact with you, maybe to do your show at their theater? Or I also know you're a prop mistress that has your own business. Do you mind
Right.
giving out your
So,
business?
yeah. So it's my last name, which is Iacometta, Laura @gmail.com. And you can get in touch with me for any information if you want to join the company or if you're interested in having us do anything in your theater. I started out as a very nervous actor, and I needed to always do something with my hands. So I would bring my own props, and that's how that started. So I have a pretty good selection. I'm known as the hunter-gatherer. I can generally put my hands on something, and if I can't find it, I'll probably make it. And the one thing about community theater, I really take the word community very seriously because we network like nobody's business for props. We try not to, I'm not interested in making a profit off of the props. If I have it, sometimes I'll get a notice in a playbill, but sometimes I'm just happy to go and see something on stage that belongs in my prop room. Some of my stuff that I've had has a better resume than I do.
Oh wow.
So, so I like doing that. I like being sometimes the last piece of the puzzle if somebody can't find something.
And props are very hard to do.
They
And
are. They
and
are.
nothing makes me nothing gets me like when if a show happens in the 1940s and you have a CD player and a cell phone. I'm like,
Right. Right.
you just threw me
Yeah.
out. You just threw me out of the show.
I
So
know if I was back to my 20-year-old self, I might have gone back to college just to be a dramaturge because I love the authenticity of finding those things and making sure that it's, the prop is correct for that time. I
oh,
also have, and my cast and my friends will tell you, if I go to a show and they don't have the right footwear, I am not enjoying myself.
oh, so true.
Yeah, so I've seen, Joseph and the Amazing, and they're all wearing Birkenstocks, and it's like, I'm not having a good time here.
Hey,
It's about the shoes.
it's
Yeah, so
about to
I
shoot.
just love the authenticity and finding what people need and being able to say, yes, I have that, or yes, I can get that. It's a thrill for me.
Awesome. And that's why we gave your email out, just in case if anyone needs props or get to know
That's
you.
right. Yeah.
Um, One of my favorite things about Laura, I met her a couple of years ago. You may or may not know, but she's a reviewer of the year, a recipient
In honor.
in honor. And she goes out and sees shows everywhere, and she's honest. That's what I love about her. She's honest about everything. There's no favoritism with her. Well, except for me.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
um,
I can't review a show you're in because I just wouldn't be able to be fair.
and I owe you $100 later. um,
Okay.
do you enjoy going out and reviewing different shows and seeing shows?
One of the reasons that I signed up with NJ Act to do reviews is because I've gone to the Perrys a ton of times and have always been thrilled with the talent across this state. And so I signed up, and I will travel. I'll go all the way down to the end of New Jersey to see a show to review it. Just because I like seeing others. I like seeing other theaters. I like seeing how they put up their set designs. I love their props, and I just like seeing other shows.
And what I love about it is like you can make a day out of it too.
Yeah,
Or if
yeah,
you go down to the shore and then go see a show, it's like perfect. Unless you go into winter, there's nothing open. Um, can I make a little plug for your daughter?
sure.
Her daughter is an awesome person. Do you want to talk about it, or you want to place for her show she's coming to New Jersey for?
Yeah. So my daughter, she's 25, raised in the theater. You know, I was doing shows from the time that she was 4.5. She was raised in the theater. She went to a performing arts high school, and she got in with an audition. She's a pretty good singer and actor in her own right. But in 3 months, she came and she says, I really want to work backstage. And she has been stage managing since she's 13, really, you know, and helping out and helping me with the prop business and going to see shows. And she went to School of Performing Arts, and she went to college. She went to University of North Carolina School of the Arts, came back and finished up in Montclair. She has been working since, and now she's the production stage manager for Escape to Margaritaville, which is just hitting State Theater today in New
Awesome.
Jersey. So she's on a 12-week tour. She was in the middle of a 43 city tour when the pandemic hit, and she came home that March. Yeah, but this is her career. She works all the time, and she loves it.
And
And
she's
I am proud. I've sat in the booth with her, and I could just bust. I'm so proud.
and she's an awesome person. She takes after her mother.
Thank you.
So I'm so excited for that. Um, ah, and you said your show is gonna be at Maple's. I can't talk right now. Maple Strollers in November, correct?
Yes, at the Bergdorf Theater on Duran Place.
So everyone, I want you to go out and see her show because she's an amazing person. Get to know her and get to see her props. Because maybe you're looking for something that she's doing. And
That's
perfect.
right. Yeah,
By any chance, you don't have a website, right?
I don't have a website right
Okay.
now.
I just want to make sure before because I don't
Yeah,
want not promote anything. She's
I'm
located.
kind of an age where I'm not that computer savvy, but I do intend to get a workshop up, a web page up for the prop stuff, and yeah.
You can
So
always reach out to her by the email that we gave before because she's very talented. I want to thank you for coming, Laura.
yeah,
Um,
thank you
I
for having me. I
I
appreciate this.
appreciate it so much because my goal, like I said before at the opening, is you may not watch the episode prior, which was my first one, but you get to know the Cumberland people. So if they're doing a show, hopefully you can reach out to them in case you want to do the show and have questions. So
Yeah,
that's all my whole goal. And my goal is everyone wants if there any theater wants to come and talk to me, please do because I don't favor any theater. The only reason that you do two back to back people is because I know them
right.
and they're honest with me. So that's why there's no favoritism.
That's right.
So Laura, I want to thank you for coming. Hopefully I can see your show soon and see your pretty face soon. And have a great day.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.